Hi, family. Hi, it's me. It's Dr. Glanton from Still Standing. And I am so happy to talk to you again about our podcast. And this week in episode 7, we're going to be talking about It's Time to Move podcast. So if you've been following me on either YouTube or Facebook, there are other episodes that you can go ahead and look at. If you go click on my bio, I have it very easily accessible to you. So, hey, how about we get started? So, today's message is very, very simple. Very simple. But it's not always easy, but it's actually time now. So we've been talking about all the different things that have happened, and if you all didn't know, I just graduated June 6th or June 7th actually from University of Phoenix with my doctorate. And it took me 18 long years. And so, one of the things that's important about this episode is about moving, about doing things, about getting things done. And I know how difficult this is because it took me a long time, but I know some of you have already done the work and you've been working through some of the healing that you need in your life and you're journaling, and sometimes you feel like you're stuck, but you're not really stuck. Some of it might be you're stalling. And stalling is because of sometimes fear. You just can't seem to get going. So we're going to be asking God and just calling and working on moving. We're going to do something now. So I just wanted to share that little testimony with you that as I walked across the stage and I did a little video about it, it was so surreal. And I thought about all the things that I have gone through with my family and just my job and career in the military. And when I walked across that stage, I realized that it doesn't matter when you start, it only matters when you finish. And that was very clear to me. And what most people don't really know that they think everything is so fast, but it sometimes it takes a long time to get things done. And it doesn't mean that it's not working out. It just means that it's taking a long time in that portion of your life. So I wanted to share that kind of experience with you. And if you look at my episodes, some of my previous episodes, I go into a lot of detail about what some of those delays look like. But the main action, the main part of this particular episode is about a movement to action. It's about doing something. So that's what we're going to talk about. And I believe that there's someone here today that needs to hear this. Somebody that's listening. They've been trying to do something for a very long time, but now is the time to really be bold. You have to do it this year in 2025. God is calling you to activate what you already know. It's already in you. So that's what we're going to try to encourage you to do today. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to start. What does that look like? Well, say yes. Say yes to the thing that you've been talking to yourself out of, that you don't feel like you can't take a big enough leap towards. It's a faith step. That thing that you have been thinking about, praying about, asking about, muddling over, and not sure about, that's the thing that you're going to move on. Because obedience will unlock the waiting, what you've been waiting for. That movement will begin to unlock that part of your dreams. So I wanted to share, because everything that I think about is connected to, for me, a spiritual connection in terms of my thoughts. So your thoughts are important because they manifest into action. So if we are thinking that we can't do something, our actions are going to align with what we keep convincing ourselves or stalling about. But this is the part when I want to go a little bit slower and just kind of go over there, because I think that whether or not you're in church or not, or on Sundays or any other day, This is something that we all have to try to figure out. And I think that this will help you. I think I can share this with you regardless of what your belief system is. But this is what it says in the Bible under Psalms 37:23. The steps of a good person are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in their way. So when you think about that, what exactly does that mean? Here's what it means in plain language. If you're trying to do right, even if it's messy, God sees you. It's not just watching from a distance, he's actually guiding you. He actually will guide you to the things that he sees what you're trying to do. That little voice inside of your head that you hear talking to you, I call them little angels, that are talking to you at that time and nudging you to leave that toxic thing or that spark that won't light, those things that are trying to get you to move, that your dream isn't dead. That's not random, but that's what I call divine prompting. God is moving you, he's unctioning you, he's trying to get you started, kickstart you. And when you move, that's important. Not think about, but when you actually move, even just a little foot forward, God meets you with that step. That's how it begins. He meets you where you are, wherever you are, he meets you there. The second scripture that I wanted to share with you that I feel is relevant to the movement in our lives in general is from James 2:17, and it says, faith without works is dead. So what does that mean? You can believe all day long, but if belief by itself isn't enough. It's just not enough. You've got to do something with what you believe. You've got to put motion behind your hope. You have to do something. You can't believe you're going to finish school and never enroll. It's not going to happen. So that's where the major change begin. So here's what I want to encourage you about. Maybe you feel alone in trying to determine these things and decisions and you're not sure what you should be doing. And maybe the steps seem small. You're just taking a little tiny step. But I promise you, it's that action, that movement, and that believing what you believed in, those dreams that you have, that's what's going to activate the movement in your life, the action in your life. Those small steps still count. And God sees you. He sees that you want to do something, and he'll begin to help you in finding your way through that process. So, but it's true that, we all have enemies. People would love to, how you have people like, oh, how's it going? Have you started school or have you started that new job? Sometimes people are cheering for you. But that doesn't matter. You just keep, no, I haven't, or no, I'm working on it, or no, I'm making that movement. It's you. It's you deciding. It's your thoughts. It's your movement. It's your actions that matter. And it doesn't matter when you start. It only matters when you finish. So don't let starting be the barometer for your success because, oh, it's too late for me, or I'm too old, or I'm too busy. No, it doesn't matter when you start. Just take a step. Take that step forward. So in closing, what I'm going to tell you is today we are going to begin the process of moving. We're going to move. That's what we're doing in 2025. In episode 7, this is our opportunity to move. So this message that I'm sharing with you speaks from my heart because I'm not talking from a place where I haven't been. I've lived here. I've lived there. And so I know the challenges that come with making decisions to move forward in life, move forward in whatever it is. Toxic relationships, jobs, moving, your career, your education, all of those things matter. But here's what I want you to do about that. Take one step forward this week. One step, even if it's small, just a little tiny step. Take a step. If it's writing something down or writing down what you were going to do. Share this episode with someone else to try to help them. Sit with them in this season where you're pausing and say, what am I not obtaining that I'm not doing the movement on? Actually ask yourself and be honest with yourself about that. Join me in the Still Standing community where we'll be discussing the things that people are hindering them. Fear, family, finances, all the things that kind of feel like they're holding you up. So you need to get the support from other people going through what you're going through. And I think that what happens is when we try to do things so isolated because, oh, I don't know anybody. Well, actually, because of the internet and because of just the communities that are available, there's a group for everyone. There's something for everyone. And I'm excited to be a part of a community that can help support others in their journey because I needed that. And that was very beneficial to me. The other thing I want you to consider is just begin to journal or write down some of the things that, and put them in the order that you feel is the priority in your life of what you want to move on. Can you move on everything? No, you can't. But there are things that you can begin to move on to encourage you, and that's what we're going to try to find. What those things look like for you, and only you know what they are. So you can find Still Standing with Dr. Glanton, that's me, Dr. Leslie Glanton, on your YouTube, or you can on my bio in my link tree. And it's really all about you. This is about you, and this is about me having the opportunity to give back to others that are still on their journeys trying to find their way. And I consider it like the boots up, pulling people up. You have to extend the grace and the helping hand to people to help them in their time of need, pulling them up and encouraging them, clapping for them and cheering them on and whistling, "You can do it," to the finish line. So I thank you no matter whatever you're turning from or whatever you're moving towards. I just want you to know that you're not behind, you're not forgotten, and you're definitely not alone. And I see you still standing, but for now, it's time to move. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next episode. I'm Dr. Leslie Glanton from Still Standing. Bye.